On the 3rd of May 2016, the residents of the city of Yorkshire in England heard massively loud booms in the sky, so loud that they thought it was a nuclear bomb going off, or even the Third World War beginning. Hello everyone, my name is JT and I am here at X-Science today. We are bringing you one of what I think is the biggest cover-up story about aliens and UFOs in 2016. I'm not going to waste any of your time anymore, so I will go straight into the story. So like I said in the beginning of this video, the citizens in the city of Yorkshire on the day of May 3rd, 2016 experienced indescribably loud explosion in the sky that actually caused vibration in the ground beneath them. This is in fact a public news story. Many news outlets talk about it, including big ones like BBC News and The Telegraph. In fact, if you now Google Yorkshire May 3rd, 2016, you can still find the news again. According to these and other official sources, the explosions were sonic booms caused by the Quick Reaction Alert Typhoons, or RAF for short. These RAFs took off from RAF Koningslei in Lancashire in emergency to identify and escort the civilian flight AF-1558 flying from Paris to Newcastle. Because the flight has become irresponsive, RAF are authorized to break down barrier on land in cases of emergency, and in this case, the two RAF did succeed in assisting AF-1558 to land safely, but at the same time, they left houses and car alerts going off and scared the living hell out of residents in the nearby area. So that's the story. It's pretty reasonable. Authorities took off for an emergency and successfully avoided a disaster. Nonetheless, I still feel like there's something fishy about this, and a cover-up is likely. I'm not the only one who thinks so. According to some sources who was out in the oceans or near the shore of the town, and also some leaked Russian sources, that there is a confidential report circulating in the Russian Ministry of Defense, saying that the RAF scrambled not because of the civilian flight from Paris to Newcastle, but because radar detected an unidentified object out in the ocean. The jet got authorized to scramble because the unidentified object could very well be a public threat, such as a bomb, and it was crucial that someone check on this subject. The strange thing is yet to come, because there are sources saying that this object, whatever it is, came out of the ocean. It would still be understandable because it could be a missile from a submarine, but there are not many chances that the British National Security cannot detect a submarine that close to the shore. Also, I'm going to show you some radar images here. You can see that these are the two RAF circling around this object, whatever it may be. This is where it gets even weirder. 15 minutes after the occurrence of this event, the British government issued a Defense Advisory Note, or a DEA for short. The basic point of this DEA note is that it is illegal for any news outlets to report or release any facts and information about what had happened. But 7 hours later, we saw every news channel all over the internet steaming with reports on how the two ARF shook Yorkshire, scaring the living hell out of the citizens, and the reason is because of AF-1558. Apart from these rumors leaking from Russia, there was also information reported by people who said they were at or near the scene at the time. For example, a fisherman who was out in his boat about half a mile away from the spot where the two RAF circled said that they were confronting something that rose out from the ocean. He said he was certain that whatever these two jets were circling was definitely not a civilian airplane, and it definitely rises from the ocean. The object was circular in shape and was moving quite fast before it vanished. So there you have it, government covering things up and live sources saying completely different things. The perfect formula for a sighting of UFO. So some people online said that this event and the object rising out of the ocean must have something to do with the Baltic Sea. The Baltic Sea's anomaly is quite well known among people in the field of ufology like me and probably many of you guys. But for your information, I'll go quickly through it. In short, there is a massive circular object which is 60 meters in diameter found on the ocean floor in the northern part of the Baltic Sea. The object was discovered by sonar images taken by Peter Lindbergh, Dennis Ellsberg, and the Swedish Ocean X diving team while treasure hunting on the floor of the sea in June 2011. The team suggested that the object seems to not have a natural origin, and many people have speculated it to be a sunken UFO, which makes sense because why on earth would there be one single sunk object in the middle of the ocean? If it were a geological phenomenon, there cannot be just one, can it? Oh, anyhow, if you want to know more about Baltic Sea anomaly, and I'm sure you do, you can head over to their channel as Ocean X. They also have a lot of videos about the awesome expedition under the sea. It's worth watching. Anyway, back to our assumed UFOs. I think it's reasonable to believe that there are more of them under the ocean. Other than the Yorkshire event and the Baltic Sea anomaly, there have been other reports of flying discs flying out of the ocean as well. I don't know if you remember, but in one of our previous videos, the one about Wixland anomaly in the Antarctica, we talked about something similar as well. Basically, the Whitekeys Land anomaly is an area in Antarctica where gravitational forces is exceptionally strong, and people expect that there is something very big and dense hidden under this ice cap. Because of many reasons, there is a theory about the hidden objects is of extraterrestrial origins, and I'm not talking about a meteor. One of those reasons is Admiral Byrd's Navy expedition to Antarctica, during which he reported flying saucers bursting out of the icy water on Antarctica. There have also been numerous sightings of UFOs flying into the ocean, as well as lying under the water captured by pilots who were flying overhead. So I think it is not sci-fi at all to believe that something strange is going on under the water. For your information, 95% of the ocean is uncharted. Therefore, we simply cannot reject the possibility that there is another intelligent, or should I say civilized, or even technological advanced species sharing our planet, and they are way ahead of us and too discreet for us to confirm their existence. A few other things that I think are not simply coincidence. Areas of the ocean with rumors about unidentified things are, in many occasions, points of military tensions as well. Take again the Baltic Sea as an illustration, which has been the place of friction between Russia and the United States, along with its allies in NATO. More recently, the Russians under Admiral Gregorovich even fired a missile under the guise of a supposed military test to, guess where? Yes, the Baltic Sea. So yes, it is likely that something strange is going on, and maybe all these military tensions are only the cover for the real tension between the powers of mankind and whatever is lurking under the blue of our planet. Here's something even more interesting. The same RAF sonic boom thing had happened in Yorkshire before, and actually only less than a month earlier. The RAFs were quoted by the British military to intercept yet another private plane that was over Midlands at the time. And coincidentally, this private plane also had problems with its communication. So in a nutshell, the exact same incident happened twice, within less than a month. So either these private airplanes' communication systems are coincidentally very poorly built, or there are something very, very weird going off on the coast of Yorkshire and Northampton, causing the radio communications of the planes to bug. So again, something is fishy here. So now let me show you this photo. It was taken in Yorkshire on the day of the French airplane incident. Look at it very carefully. There, this circular object kind of half visible. Maybe it's clogged with lights wrapping around it. Maybe it's lightning system or fox fire that was activated to keep it invisible. And the one who took this photo was lucky enough to capture the exact moment before it disappeared. What do you guys think? It is suspicious for sure, even though there has not been more sonic booms and airplane communication failure afterwards. I think it is only a matter of time before a similar series of events happens. The thing is, we don't know. We can never know because we don't have the authority and the inside sources. All we can do is base our belief on the leaks that we are lucky enough to have and the sign that is obvious to everyone. But let me tell you, all these signs alone and the fact that the leaks are always different from the public sources already point to the fact that something exists. Not out there, but here. Right here on Earth. Right under the blue ocean that we have all been to, but 90% of which none of us has ever had any footage on. There is just no convincing reason, at least to me, to not believe in all of these possibilities. They are just obvious. You only need common sense. 4 billion years of life can't possibly produce only one intelligent species. 13 billion years of the universe and its endless spans across space can't possibly produce only one planet with life. That's it for today, guys. I hope these pieces of information were interesting enough to you guys. If so, it would be awesome if you guys could like the video and subscribe to our channel because new updates are always on the way. Again, thank you guys for your support. It gives us a lot of motivation to continue our research in the field to provide you guys with the hottest information that we have. This is X Science and I am JT, signing out.